Hello. Today we're looking in the informative literary analytical writing packet, and we're going to look at essential question number 6. What's the purpose of applying grammar mechanics skills in my writing? We're in the packet in the convention section, and we're on conventions 8-9. 8-9. I'm going to be looking over the notes from the old packet. If you don't have them down, please make sure you get them down. We're going to look at making sure that as we prepare for publication, we're finding and correcting inappropriate shifts in pronoun number and pronoun person in our writing. So we've talked a lot about pronouns and how pronouns are the part of speech that are used to replace regular nouns. So in the case of me, Mrs. Zappia, a pronoun that others would use when they're speaking about me in place of my name would be the word she. So as we look at inappropriate shifts in pronoun number, number means whether the pronoun is in the singular or the plural. So pronouns that take the singular would be the pronouns I and me, and pronouns that take the plural would be we and us. That's for the first person point of view. Pronouns in the singular in the second person and the plural in the second person are the same pronoun, you. And in the third person, we have the pronouns he, she, and it in the singular, as well as him and her, everybody and everyone. And in the plural, we have the pronouns they and them. So pronoun number means that maybe initially the antecedent we use is singular, but we actually use a pronoun that's plural. Or maybe early on we are speaking about a group and we use the word they. And then all of a sudden we change the pronoun to I later on, but we really mean the same group. And that would be an inappropriate shift in pronoun number because you'd be going from plural to singular. For shifts in pronoun person, that's when we shift from first person pronoun usage to maybe second or third, or vice versa. So maybe early on in the paper, we're talking about a group and we refer to them as they, but then we shift that pronoun and start using the word you, which would be shifting from third person plural to second person singular and plural. The most common mistake you will see in pronoun shifts of person and number is the shift into the second person. For some reason, students tend to shift from third person writing, which is more academic, into that second person and start using second person pronouns when really they need to use the third person pronoun because they've made an incorrect shift. So let's see if we can spot these mistakes in shifting from shifting pronoun number and pronoun person in our writing. Read the paragraph. Students at Creekview Middle School must have 1 year of a foreign language class before they go on to attend high school. Many students make more than 1 year of foreign language because you enjoy the experience of learning a different language. A student last year said that her favorite part of being in a foreign language class was the end-of-year field trip to the annual Festival of Languages. All students agreed that their trip to the festival was a memorable event. Which change should be made in the paragraph to correct the inappropriate shift in pronoun person? Is it A, change they to you in sentence 1? Is it B, change you to they in sentence 2? Is it C, change her to your in sentence 3? Or is it D, change their to our in sentence 4? The correct answer in this case is sentence B. To make sure, let's check it back in the passage. So in sentence 1, they asked if we should change they to you. And in this case, the word they're focusing on is the they right here before they go on to attend high school. They is a pronoun that's in the plural, and it's also a third person. This piece originally starts out and it's replacing the antecedent of students. So this piece originally is starting out in the third person and plural using students. So there's no reason to change this word because it's appropriate and connects back to the antecedent in both number and person. And then we'll skip to the third one, change her to your in sentence 3. In sentence 3, her favorite part. The reason they use the singular pronoun here, her, is because it says it was a student. A student is the correct and accurate antecedent here. A student is one student, which means it's singular, which we need a pronoun that matches up that is also singular. It's also both in the third person, as we already established in the opening sentence. Now, they could have said his slash her, so to give credit to both genders, since we're not sure right here what gender this student is in. But the other thing a reader can do is just determine it for themselves. So you can decide whether you want to use the singular feminine or the singular masculine pronoun in a case like this. In this case, the author chose the singular. They match up in number. They match up in person. So this one is already correct. With D, it asks us if we want to change their to our. We've already established that this piece is clearly that third person point of view. And so there is already in the third person point of view. It's third person plural. Now, there, the antecedent is all students, which is also plural. So it matches plural to plural. Now, our is definitely plural, but the problem again is that this piece is established from the get-go. It's written in the third person academic point of view. So we don't want to change it to first person, which our is in the first person point of view. So therefore, that's why the correct answer is change you to they in sentence 2. And let's look at that example as well. Many students take more than 1 year of a foreign language before you, here's the mistake, enjoy the experience of learning a foreign language. You is referring back to many students. Many students is written in the plural, and it's written in the third person. So this word needed to be plural and third person. You is second person plural or singular. So because of that, that's why we want to switch to that proper third person plural, which would be they, which is why that one's correct. So make sure you're checking and making sure that you don't have any inappropriate shifts in pronoun person. Whenever you do that, you'll notice most likely mistake is shifting into the second person. Remove that. Take it out. Keep it in that third academic point of view. So then just as another learning target we talk about, which is that learning target under creating a formal style or a consistent style, is also established. And keep it in that third person point of view. Avoid those shifts to other pronoun persons. And make sure you keep them singular to singular and plural to plural to match the antecedents. Go ahead and practice the type 1.